What's going on, everybody? Lewis here. Today I'm bringing you guys a video. I know it's been a while. It's been over a week, and I said I was going to make videos throughout the week, but the problem with that was Blue was going to help me set up Sony Vegas, because on Windows 10, if you use Camtasia, which I usually used for my videos, it makes the audio all fucked up. And even right now I'm using Camtasia to do this because I still have to install Sony Vegas. But that shouldn't be a problem because hopefully we're going to try to juice that soon. But anyway, I decided, yeah, it's time to bring you guys some PvP. And over the week, I've been questing, leveling my new character, getting all the gear, getting everything I need. And right now, he's fully geared. All he needs is a pet. And currently, right now, all my pets are mature, or all my EMPs are mature, and they're about to be harvested within the next day or two. So once that happens, mega pet, and then I'm ready to completely juice even with a mega pet. But right now, my record is this is a pre-recorded video, but my record is 10-3. I'm not gonna. I guess I can tell you why the matches. The first match was just a 2v2 with Chris. I was level 30 and he wanted a puppet. So I was like, alright, why not? We'll do one match. And we went to second against JJuju's and lost, but it doesn't even matter about the matches. What really matters is I'm finally ready and I'm finally back to bring you guys some peeves. And one, I do apologize. This is a pre-recorded video, mostly because of the fact that when I was recording it, I had Chris and Jose on the call with me, and it was a really good vid. But unfortunately, something bad kind of happened. The audio fucked up, and it made it so it didn't record my voice and it only recorded the Skype call. So it sounds like Jose and Chris just talking to no one. That's what it sounds like. So it's kind of dumb. So I decided, I'm going to do a voiceover, just talking to you guys for a while. I know this kind of is a long video, so you guys might get bored of me, but who knows. I'll talk about the match too. But in the first match, as you can see, I'm going against this guy. He has no gear. He's not that good. He has very bad stats. He's just a private using bundle gear, and I was easily you guys can already know just by looking at his gear that I won this match. But yeah, he has I always thought, actually, I probably could have died if he hit me at the right time, because he had a lot of pips, and like right now he could probably one shot me if he had a judge, because I have the hex on and he has a blade and an amplify. But it probably wouldn't kill me because I have like 40 resist. But who knows? But yeah, so my pet's only ancient right now. It has proof, defender, and dealer. So once that gets like more juiced, it's supposed to get triple damage, proof, and defender or blocker. I don't know which one it is. But yeah, so it's more of a pet for max level, but it's gonna be my first pet, and I'm gonna try to get an enfeeble infal pet later on. But until then, this pet's fine, and I've been winning with it. So yeah. I've been facing multiple grands and smacking all the grands. I mean, something that might be kind of hard, but when it comes down to it, I mean, it's just PvP. I mean, Burning Rampage, look, it's just 1300. Burning Rampage is really broken right now. It's a really good spell. I don't know what to say about it besides it's pretty broken and they should probably nerf it. But besides that, yeah, this is the match. Good game. Just go to free here and finish off the match. Finish it up. So that was the first match. I'm not sure what my rating was after this. You guys will be able to see it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to also let you guys know that coming up, tournaments, a lot of tournaments. Tournaments are awesome. But yeah, and I did stream on yesterday. It was yesterday, the 14th. I streamed. Me and Blue did water bush runs. We got all our gear surprisingly in like 5 runs, which was awesome. So that was really easy, fast. And I was just really happy that I got everything done in such a short period of time. But for the second match, we're going against Thomas Limeblade, and I fought this guy. He was actually my first 2 matches I ever played on my fire, and so I was already like, I think I was 5-1 when I started recording these matches. I was 5-1. The one loss was from the puppet, and then I was just 5-0. But since then, currently I have 2 losses. Prior to that, one of them was due to a crit from second, and the other one I fought an ice, and I don't even know what happened. Grand Ice, he wrecked me. So yeah, I really don't want to PvP again without my pet, but that'll be done in the next day or 2, so I wouldn't worry about that being a big thing on stopping me. But yeah, so against Thomas, I didn't really know what I was gonna do. Since he was Storm, I knew I had a shield, and I honestly thought he was going to kill me at some points in the match. But pretty much what I did against him, I spammed shields until I don't even know what I did in this match. But yeah, well, let's just take a look. He bolts me. I think it doesn't do max. I remember when I was in the call with Chris, he kept saying stuff like, "Oh, so it hit max," and he was trolling me the entire match. Like later in this match, he has a blading up like 4 times, and he just demolishes me. He doesn't kill me, but it does mass. And Chris was like, he crit on you, and he was like, you died. And I was like, what? He actually killed me? But yeah, Chris is a troll as always. We always do that kind of stuff to each other. But yeah, I'm not sure if it was this match or the next match, but I know one of these matches is like a really long one, and I might just put music for the rest of it, or I might just keep talking depending on what I want to talk about. But in this match, yeah, I just shield until I can get my blade and bubble up within foul, and just take him out. But yeah, a level 60 fire is awesome. If you guys really want, I can make a deck setup video. Just leave a comment in this vid letting me know if you guys think that's a good idea or not. Because yeah, I do a deck setup video for you guys in gear. It's not that hard. I did get all my jewels. Got the Fortune Teller's wand, so yeah, I can make a gear deck setup video for you guys. That shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, his pet bladed. Dude, that in this part, I was in the call. We were like, oh yeah, his pet's doing more work than mine. Jose said that. He was roasting me the entire time because my pet's not it's not fully juiced, but it's getting there. I mean, once it is, Peev all the way. But yeah, fighting Grandmasters is probably the hardest thing. This one match I did prior to recording these, I fought a Grand Life, and oh my god, his minion was better than he was. I'm not even kidding. This guy's minion, I was first and he was second, so I obviously had the advantage. But he was a Grand Life, and Grand is always hard to fight because they might have not as much health, but they have mad resist. So they have like almost 60 resist, so it's kind of hard to kill them unless you have infal, and they can always just heal up. So it's really hard to fight a Grand, even if you are level 60. But I managed. Oh my god, I killed him like 4 or 5 times, and every single time I would kill him, his minion would just ferry him, and I was like, oh my god, it was unreal. Like if you guys watched a while back, there was a video I did. It was called "Don't Flee," I think. It was in July 2014, and it was like the same thing. I fought some girl named Paige spread on my fire, and I was first, and I just kept killing her, but her minion would just bring her back. And dude, I killed this kid's minion probably 4 times. Every time he put it up, I would kill it. And every time I couldn't kill it, like I wouldn't be able to draw my fire cat from my side to kill it. That's the time where like I needed it the most, and so he couldn't heal. But eventually I ended up killing him after like his minion saving him about 3 or 4 times with the fairy out of nowhere. Yeah. But I hate fighting Grand Lives. Their minion is so OP. But in this match, as you can see, he has 3 blades on, and at this point, I'm thinking to myself, are those just stacked or not? Because I think the pet one and the normal one weren't stacked. Because Chris told me that. He was like, yeah, they're not stacked. The same blade. I was like, all right, so he has 2 blades. So I wasn't very worried until I found out that they were all different blades, and then Chris was like, oh, he crit on you. I think it's coming up. I think it's next turn, actually, depending on what I did here. All right, Burning Rampage. All right, so... yeah, he hits me from mass right here, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? But yeah, surprisingly, a lot of people I fought, they don't even know what Burning Rampage is. Like I used it in almost every match. It's probably my best spell, and every time I use it, people were like, wait, what is this? Like I haven't even seen this because this is a spell you usually see a Max Fire have, and even then, you don't see a lot of people have it. It's kind of like Lore Master, it's kind of like Lore Master before you you could craft it, and you might eventually be able to craft Burning Rampage, but I hope you're not, because I liked the aspect of Lore Master before the crafting, because it showed that you actually put effort and time into the game, and shows that even if you did get lucky and got it first try or second try, it shows that you actually went out and tried to farm it and get it instead of just brainlessly crafting it for like no effort. And yeah, some of you guys say, oh, it does take effort to craft. Not really. If you have gold, you just gotta farm gold and then go to the bazaar, Camp Bazaar. It's not hard. But yeah, Kyle, even my friend Kyle, he says GG. So then Chris was like, yeah, he crit on you. And I was like, wait, what? I was like freaking out. I was like, dude, there's no way. And I'm not even sure if he crit or not. I have no idea if he crit because I'm an idiot and I didn't pay attention. But yeah, I did like almost 2K, so I was like, oh god, like I might lose. But I forget what I did. Did I faint? Yeah, I did. So the Faint Burning Rampage combo is one of my favorites. It's a great combo. And I know a lot of you guys that are fire, and might be the same level as me probably will not have Burning Rampage, considering it's you have to farm it like Lore Master, and you have to have stone keys to farm it. So it's not like you can just go in and farm it anyway. You actually have to have something to farm it. So it's a tedious process, yeah. But yeah, he ends up living with like 15 health, and I'm not sure what I did. What did I do? I think I satyred. Yeah, I satyred because I thought he was gonna kill, so I was just gonna satyr for the troll, for the BM. But he ended up living with like 15 health. So I have to give him the mad disrespect next turn. I'll let you guys figure out what that is. But yeah, we're just gonna end this. And I was actually having a really good day that day in PvP. I was winning all my matches, back to back to back, and the deck setup I'm using is a variant, like I said, of Jose's. But since he doesn't have Burning Rampage on his level 60 fire, I just pretty much put it in, and it's worked wonders for me. Burning Ramp God. Still, look, he didn't even know. He said, "What just hit me so hard?" Like people don't even know. They'll see the overtime and be like, "All right, it's just an overtime. Oh, I got hit this turn," even though it doesn't do damage the first turn. So it really confuses them. They're like, "What the heck just happened?" But yeah, that was pretty much it. And I also fought the one of my other losses. I'll tell you guys about this. This was actually probably around 20-30 minutes ago. I was just in a match, just playing for fun, and I fought a Grand Ice, and I had an infoul and a blade up, and I used Burning Rampage, and it only did 800 when it exploded, with a bubble and a blade. I didn't have any weakness. He didn't have a shield. Like, it was an open hit, and straight up, out of nowhere, it does 800 damage, and then he just with an infoul, he used Colossus, and it did 1200 damage. So I'm thinking I don't know what's going on. He didn't have a war pet. He had like 50 resist, but I had an infoul and a blade, like, and it was an enchant on my rampage. So it's supposed to do at least with a blade and infoul. I'm thinking like at least 1300, at least, but it only did 800. I was like, what? What's going on? And then he just hit me with his infoul and Colossus, and it did 1200. I'm like, what is this? So I don't even know what was going on, to be honest, boys. But yeah, in this match I'm facing Michelle Wild, and she's a grandmaster. No, she wasn't grand. She was like level 50. She was 56. Yeah, she was 56 fire. So I thought she was a grandmaster the entire match. So I was like, oh, she's not gonna have a freet or anything. But she ended up being like 56 or 58, and she did have a freet. But yeah, for these first two turns, we did the exact same thing. Like I infected her and then weakness, and she infected and weakness me. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, if I'm first, I'm usually going to win most of the time. Uh, that's what I think anyway. I mean, first gives a big advantage, but at low level, it's not as big as an advantage as you think. Some people prefer going second. Like on my fire, at level 60, I prefer going second because I can combo better with Burning Rampage. Because one of my favorite combos with Rampage, from second, and I didn't even know about this until Chris told me, and then I used it, and it was a god. I use you want to use Burning Rampage, even it is worse if you're first or second, doesn't even matter. Then you stun, and if they put a shield up, then you can Fire Beetle, and if they didn't put a shield up, you can just feint, and then that thing's doing 2,000 at least. With a feint, depending if you have blades or bubble or infoul, that can do up to 3.54k. But if you Fire Beetle, it's still doing like 2k with a blade or infoul. So yeah, that's a really good combo I wanted to use, and it's worked out pretty well. Currently my record, I'm not sure if I said this earlier. I think I said how many losses I have, but my record is 10-3, as I said. I think I said that. So yeah, and I hoped to be able to get Sony Vegas rolling, and also Photoshop, because I haven't even been able to use Photoshop. You guys probably will see a thumbnail on this video just because I went on my old computer that's banned and made a thumbnail and then just emailed it to my email so I could put it on the vid. But yeah, in this match, it was kind of simple. I mean, in PvP, what you want to do is just let your hand give you the cards that you need, and then you work with your hand. It's not like everyone has a specific strategy, because you might, yeah, and you might wait until you have those cards, but all the time you're not going to have those specific cards, so you have to have alternatives to what you want to use. And I think right here I blade, and I'm not sure if this is they're stacked, but they end up being different blades, and I think I use Fire Elf, and I get rid of both blades like an idiot. But it didn't really matter because I ended up, I mean, you guys can see this match is going. But yeah, right here I'm like, oh, I have two of the same blades on. I'll just elf, and I'll elf and get rid of my. Well, I was like, yeah, Jose, I'm gonna infect, and he's like, no, you already have one on. I'm like, I can elf, and he's like, then he asked me if those blades are stacked. And I said, I don't think so, and then I just used it, and you just watch for yourselves. Look at it. Yep, rip. There it is. I did crit on it though, so I did do a decent amount, but there was double weakness. So that was not one of my proudest moments. But yeah, a lot of fires at this level, they don't have burning rampage, and when I use it, no one expects it, and they're like, wow. And so I guess I caught a lot of people off guard in my matches by using it and them not knowing what it is. But yeah, level 60 fire, you want to spam link, keep bubble control, and have infile up frequently. And you'll be able to win a lot. I mean, on my old fire, Summerhorn, if you guys remember him from last year, he was one of my favorite characters actually. He was probably more favorite than my balance actually, because I love feeding my fire. Grandmaster PvP. If you guys are watching this and you guys haven't done Grandmaster PvP, then I highly recommend you try it out because that's awesome. And hopefully my next video that comes out will be a 2v2 with Blue or something, because we're gonna start, since Blue almost has all his gear. I'm a little bit ahead of him because he has to craft lore on his balance, so it's kind of a struggle for him because he has to craft it. I still need to craft Revenant, but it's not a necessity. Since I have Rampage, I can just use that, and Fire Beetle as well in my side. I can just use Fire Beetles and Rampage. So it's not that I don't really need Revenant. It's not a necessity. But eventually, once I become Warlord, which wouldn't take too long, I'd say I'll be Warlord in the next couple of days. I'm not gonna record every match. As you guys know, I never really record all my matches. I usually get Warlord first and then record them because I like to give you guys content that's like high level, or not high level, high rank. Because I think the low rank, you usually fight people that either don't know what they're doing, or people that do know what they're doing, but you're just a higher level than them, so you can outclass and beat them. So that's usually what matches are at lower ranks. But once you get to the higher ranks, like once I get to the higher ranks, I'm gonna start facing like level 100s, and I'm gonna start facing like level 50s a lot more. Like, and those are the good matches. When you face a level 50 with 2K rank versus level 60 with like 1500 rank, that's a good match to watch. So I'm really excited to start fighting more level 50s because they're interesting. I mean, I like level 50 matches more. It's because you need to actually see, and it teaches you how to play your class more. Versus like, say like if I versus level 50 ice, I need to adapt to the play style. Because I know they're gonna overtime. I know they're gonna have a lot of bubbles. So it changes the way I discard my cards, and it also changes the way that I play in general. I mean, it's depending on what school you face or in like what level someone is, it can change your whole play style depending on what cards you draw from your side, what hits you try to go for. It all changes the game. And currently level 100 PvP, I'm not digging it too much. I mean, it's all random crits. I know they're fixing it, quote unquote, fixing it in Polaris, and I don't know about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully they'll fix level 100 PvP for good, and I'll be able to do that. But I am leveling a balance. It should be done soon. And but yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day. If you enjoy, leave a like. And next video, I will be sure to have other people in it with me, because that's all the fun in the videos. But yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.